Who dares?
Hello again, welcome back to Storm Talk. Today we're going to be taking a look at Illidan, the Betrayer. You can take a moment to read his backstory, show off his character model. His trait is Betrayer's Thirst. Basic attacks will heal him for a part of the damage and reduce ability cooldowns. Dive. Dive and flip over an enemy. Sweeping Strike. Dash to a target and damage enemies along the way. Evasion. Evade enemy basic attacks. The Hunt. Charge to a target enemy from a great distance. And Metamorphosis. Transform into your demon form and become super powerful.
Free me, and we can seek our vengeance together.
This is the Betrayer skin and variations. Master skin and variations. Shando Illidan and variations. And Spectre Illidan, along with some variations. He doesn't make a very good druid. So we're going to go ahead and go Master Illidan. Let's go Master Cool Blue. That sounds good.
Choose a talent.
Easily.
Okay, to demonstrate his abilities, we're going to need some targets. So, as you can see, Betrayer, basic attack skill for 20% damage, and reduce cooldowns by 1 second. So, we're going to come up in here. So, pretty simple. Dive, as you hopefully were able to see. You run towards the target. Can I use that on building? And you dive over it. That was probably to be expected.
None may challenge me.
Sweeping Strike. You dash towards targets. If you hit an enemy, if you hit an enemy, your basic attacks will do 25% more damage for 4 seconds.
Hardly a challenge.
And Evasion. I don't know if this works on towers. I guess it does. Basically, you just don't take damage from basic attacks for 2 seconds. Pretty nice, actually. His stats, 750 HP with a 1.73 regeneration. He has no mana. He has 1.2 as an attack range, with a 1.67 attack speed, and 30 damage. He starts with 20% life still.
Evil draws close.
As he levels up,
I alone must
Choose a talent.
as you can see, at max level, you have 4,375 HP with a 9.32 regeneration, and you deal 233 damage an attack. Okay, go ahead and start looking at some of his talents. Battered Assault, it increases the basic attack bonus of Sweeping Strike to 40% from 25. Shadow Shield, evasion grants a shield for 5 seconds. Regeneration Master, and Seasoned Marksman. I've seen people take both Seasoned Marksman and Regeneration Master and do really well. But the first time you go through, you're going to want to take Battered Assault. Shadow Shield is tempting, but Battered Assault is the way to go.
Choose a talent.
At level 4, you have Thirsting Blade. Healing from basic attack turns to 30% instead of 20. Pretty nice trait there, I'll be honest. Immolation. After using Sweeping Strike, burn nearby enemies for 107 damage a second for 3 seconds. Fell Reach increases the range of Sweeping Strike by 20%, or Marked for Death. Your next basic attack after dive deals 100% more damage. We're going to take Marked for Death. Actually, let's take Fell Reach. We'll take Marked for Death next.
Choose a talent.
Rapid Chase. Gain 20% movement speed after using dive. Reflex Block. You gain 2 charges of block after evasion. Following Through. After using an ability, your next basic attack deals 25% more damage. Both Following Through and First Aid are general talents. And Thrill of Battle. Activate to double the cooldown reduction of your basic attacks for 8 seconds. One thing I never thought of. I wonder if that cooldown reduction counts on itself. That could be funny. We're going to take Rapid Chase.
Choose a talent.
And Metamorphosis. Actually, let's take the Hunt the first time. Metamorphosis is kind of cool. We'll show that next time. We're going to do the Hunt. Charge a target unit, dealing 750 damage on impact and stunning for a second.
Is that all?
Now, unlike most alts that are like this, I could cast this on a minion. You probably shouldn't, but you can. But the idea is you cast it on an enemy hero. No, I wasn't done killing you. There we go. Now, at level 13, we have Giant Killer. General talent. Lunge. Increase the range of dive by 30%. Friend or foe, you can dive on allies, but you will not flip over them. When you do this, the cooldown is reduced by 2 seconds. Unbound. Sweeping Strike ignores unit collision. Sorry, it ignores terrain collision, allowing you to use it to pass through walls and terrain. And Sixth Sense. While you take 50% reduced damage from abilities while evasion is active. Let's take Giant Killer for now. And at level 16, you have General Talents, Executioner, Blood for Blood, and Stone Strike. You can gain Second Sweep, store 2 charges of Sweeping Strike. And Hunter's Onslaught. Your abilities heal you for 15% of their damage dealt.
Choose a talent.
He has the Fury of the Storm and Bolt of the Storm general talents, and Nowhere to Hide, which changes Hunt's range from pretty far if you look at the minimap.
Evil draws close.
Pretty far, like tower to tower range, to wherever you want. You do require vision, but I'm just going to sit back here, have a coffee real quick, maybe chat with my girlfriend on the phone. Like, oh yeah. And he drops. Okay, let's go ahead and reset.
I alone must act.
Choose a talent.
Now, we're not going to be able to get much use out of this, but why not demonstrate it? This is the build I normally go with when I'm playing Illidan. Seasoned Marksman, mixed with Thirst of Blood,
Darkness gathers.
Thrill of Battle, Metamorphosis, transform into a demon form. You deal 500 damage in the area you transform. You gain 550 maximum HP. Attack speeds increased by 20.
Is that all?
The maximum HP, or the temporary maximum HP you gain, is when you hit other heroes with your transformation.
Choose a talent.
So you can transform, and you become kind of badass. Clear that cooldown.
Quickly.
Let's see. One thing I like taking is Friend or Foe. It allows you to jump to allies, but honestly, Unbound is probably the best way to go. It allows you to dive through terrain and other obstacles.
Choose a talent.
Well, I guess I can't do it there. But, yeah, it allows you to walk through walls, and there's never a bad time to walk through a wall.
Evil draws close.
Now we're going to take Hunter's Onslaught and Demonic Form. Permanently remain in Demonic Form. Increases attack speed by 30%. Grants 50% reduction in the duration of disabilities. You lose the ability to get on a mount, but you gain a permanent or a 40% movement speed when out of combat for 6 seconds. So, yeah.
Quickly.
Now, let's go ahead and toggle minions so we can kind of demonstrate this. Remember, we put most of our abilities into Betrayer's Thirst. And let's just kind of jump in there.
At last. Our foes have shown their weakness.
So, as you can see, after a few seconds of not taking damage, I just start flying, which is kind of badass. Oh, that was a bad move. And, as you can see, even though I'm already in it, I can now actually activate my form again. Which, actually, is a damaging attack and a teleport at the same time. Man, that slow is OP. So, as you can see, although I'm not hitting nearly as powerfully as I was before, I do have a lot of utility. And obviously, if I had changed Unbound to Giant Killer, I'd be doing enough. I'd be doing about as much damage, if not more, actually. And let's go ahead and reset forts real quick. Another thing I'd like to show is, do note how much damage I am capable of putting out. And how when I gain Sweeping Strike's bonus attack, I still heal extra, or I heal more. Allowing Illidan, if unchecked, to walk through buildings. Like, oh yeah, by the way, if that building actually is damaging you, you can just go evasion, block its attack. Unchecked, a demonic Illidan can devastate buildings. Unchecked, a non-demonic Illidan can devastate buildings. So anyway, let's go ahead and get up here and flap. There we go. So, this was my Storm Talk on Illidan the Betrayer. And I hope this was informative and enjoyable. If there's any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer them. And have a nice day.